Yo, how y'all guys doing out there? I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you are kicking it with Kel and Jake. Man, what's going on, my brother?
Shit, you know, man, just trying to keep moving,
Man, it seemed like it was a hard day for you this morning.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was a little hard. I actually didn't expect it. I woke up on time and everything and went right back to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Did not mean to. It sounds really weak, sounds whack, but it's the reality of the situation. So.
Yeah, man. So, what's today's topic? What are we going to be talking about today?
Oh, man, today we were talking about the places and the age that we lost our virginity, or the place, I guess, because you only lose it once.
One time. You only got one chance. It's a one-time.
Unfortunately, that's why I think everybody's story is so awkward, is because you do only get that one time, so you only get one shot. There's no redos. Once you lose it, it's gone.
So, I would love to hear your story.
Okay.
I would love to hear that story, man. So, how was the first time you lost your virginity, sir?
Well, it was a cool Tuesday night.
Ooh. You gonna set the mood, boys?
It was a cool Tuesday night, about November, October. I remember the exact month, the exact timing, everything. It was a very monumental moment. I'm not going to waste time on the details. Basically, we had this place called Skate Church that everybody would go hang out at, and we would skate the curb. And everybody would just kind of show up. They'd show off their skills. All the little cute girls will show up to Skate Church, try to like look cute for the guys, and the guys were just all sweaty, nasty, skateboarding, and wasn't really caring about the girls too much. We just wanted to kickflip trash cans and call it a day. But yeah, everybody knows about the curb. Anybody that's been to Skate Church, they know about the curb. But anyway, I met this girl at school. I was about 14. Actually, no, I was 14. It was freshman year in high school. Met this girl at school, invited her to Skate Church. We had everything all planned out. Like I was planning on, like, she was a virgin, I was a virgin. We were gonna lose our virginity together at Skate Church.
Ooh, man, he had it planned out.
That was the plan, and she even brought a lookout. She brought one of her friends to look out for us to make sure nobody was coming, and all that. But basically, we ran off. Like once we met up at the Skate Church, we ran off to the parking lot, like across the street, and there's this like little shopping center that has like a Ross, and it's got like a old people store. Then it's got like a fashion store. And it's like it's like a shop. I forgot the name of it. But only old people go there.
So. Only old people go to the store.
Yeah, and everybody kind of, I don't know if everybody does, but me and my friends know it as like the old people store.
Okay.
And we were right behind the old people store. There's this little fenced in area. It's like a wooden fence. It's got like a fire hydrant. It's like a little dip in area.
Okay.
We brought a blanket, laid it down at the little dip in area. Her friend was looking out for cars, and every time a car would drive by that little alley area, she'd go, "Car!" and we'd put our clothes back on, step back up. But basically, and when you're a kid, it's amazing.
So hold on, so you took your clothes off?
A little bit, not all of them completely, like just what you needed.
All you needed the zipper, man.
Yeah, but it wasn't like shirt and stuff. It was more like pants. Like, I pulled my pants down a little bit. She had her pants down.
We just tried to pull the zipper down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's really all you need. It's all you need. And I remember even back in the day, people were trying to like, this kind of gross, but I remember the chicks, they would try to fucking like, they try to suck your dick through the like boxer hole. They try to pull that shit through the boxer hole.
That's why you got the boxers, because it's easy.
not even pull your boxers down, but they try to pull that shit through the little boxer hole. But yeah, dude, we're at Skate Church. We're at the little old people store behind the place with the fire hydrant, and we're laying down like on the blanket. We're getting it in, like obviously, like I made it. I stuck it in and everything, and we're just kind of like going, and it seems like every time I was about to kind of get there, car, like damn near every time that girl would call for a car.
So how long did it last?
We were over there about 25 minutes. 25 minutes. But it was 25 minutes of like
stop,
stopping, having to re-get it back up and everything. And basically by the time I got done, like neither one of us finished. We gave up. Like we got tired of all these cars. so we just gave up and we went back. And I'm pretty like we're talking about this, but I'm pretty sure she was a virgin because she did bleed. Like I'm pretty sure I like popped her cherry because she bled. We didn't know about that back then. We didn't know that was gonna happen, and she kind of bled like in front of everybody. And her friend had to walk her to Target, which is across the other parking lot. It's like the opposite way.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about because I've been up there to that church and stuff. Because we were playing basketball in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she was mad at you.
She was pissed. She bled like her shorts and everything, and she was mad. She was mad at me, and she walked with her friend to Target, and that was the last time I talked to her. She never talked to me again after that. Ever. She even came like back to skate church, sat into the service and everything, because you go in for like an hour service and you come back out and skate some more. And we got back like right before like it was time for service, and she started bleeding like in her like shorts and shit. Wow. And her friend walked her to Target, and they got what they needed, all their feminine products and accessories and whatnot.
Wow.
And by the time she came back, she sat down with her friend in service, never talked to me again. Like her parents picked her up and all that. Her brother, she went at home and told her brother what happened, and he told me that he was gonna whoop my ass.
Did he ever try to whoop your ass?
I never saw him.
Never saw him because he was a punk. He was a punk, but you know, well, that's a good little story.
It's a fun story, man. What about you?
Well, with mine, I tried a couple of times. You know, I played with it and stuff like that. You know, watch a couple of pornos and you know, so you're excited about trying to get something, but it never really happened. I did a lot of lying about it. Yeah. But never had it. Yeah. And so around 17, right before prom and everything, I guess I just turned 18 or whatever around that time. And it was funny because I lied so well about it. The person that I was dealing with at that time was actually thinking that I was more experienced.
And then that kind of puts you in a spot because you're like, I better perform.
So I gotta perform. You know, I gotta put up a shut up. You know, so I was supposed to actually be at work. And I worked at the UPS at that time. And I used to call in and like, man, I'm not going to work. Fuck that job. I was really like, I was really gonna quit the job anyway, because the job used to call to the house and everything when I wouldn't show up, and so that's how my mother and them knew I wasn't even at work. Yeah. So, but I went over her house, and I was kicking it over there, and so, you know, she used to write me these letters and stuff about how she wanted to do it in the bathtub. Oh, yeah. All these things, and they
like with some candles.
Yeah, man. Man.
Everybody wants that, man.
Same, man, but you know what? I didn't care how it happened. I just wanted to get some because, you know, you hear about everybody else getting it. You want to get it too. You want to do the same thing. Yeah. And so I finally got to her house, and we was over there hanging out and stuff, and her brother was in the other room. So she was like, hey, you want to go up the street to the park? And I was like, cool, let's go. So we get to the park, we sitting there, and then she just straddles me while I'm in the driver's seat. And I was sitting there, and I was like, oh, shit, this finna go down right about now. Yeah. So we start kissing and everything like that. And so it wasn't a lot of room in the front seat because I had a Toyota Camry, but it was one of the box Camrys, like a 1988, 89, something like that. It was a box Camry. And so I was like, well, let's get in the back seat. We can lay down a little bit in the back seat. But, you know, the back seat wasn't that big either. Yeah. And she had this big, nice, juicy booty. Yeah. And so I wanted to really get a grip of that. So we was in the back trying to make it happen, but we just didn't have enough room. So I was like, well, let's go to the park on the, you know, the jungle part or whatever, you know, where people kind of run.
Yeah, where people have their kids play.
Yeah, where the kids play. Somebody's kid stepped in my nut. You know, so.
Real talk, yeah.
It's okay, you know, they don't know the difference. It's either
it's a
water.
Circle of life.
Yeah, it's a circle of life. Somebody got to do it. Yeah. So we go to the park and we get into the middle of it and of the jungle part where people play and stuff, and so we was over there, and so when we finally got to it, so I got to it and everything like that. It didn't last long. Like I was pretty quick, and I was excited because I just got me some, and it felt great. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I didn't go in and pound or nothing like that. But after that situation, we tried to like keep in touch and keep, you know, hanging out and everything like that. But we just wouldn't. what ended up happening, I ended up becoming friends with her brother. Mm-hmm. And I started coming over to hang with him instead of see her.
That's awkward.
And so she got mad at me, and so we never really talked again and stuff. But me and her brother is still cool.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny how that happens like that. Like, honestly, and dude, honestly, that dude, like, if he would have tried, like, actually tried to whoop my ass, we probably would have ended up being friends. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, her brother was really cool. That was what was so funny, because he was only maybe like a year or two younger than us. Mm-hmm. But he was really funny, because he used to, like, when we would go somewhere, her mother would, like, make him go with us. Mm-hmm. And then he would go he was such a clown. It was to the point where I was like, this dude is cool.
Yeah.
And so we started hanging out. So I would come over the house, and they thinking I'm coming to see her, and I'm like, oh no, where your brother at? You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, that happened. You know, it is what it is. Yep. But, you know, I had a good time. That was my first time. I got better over time, you know, just to make that point, you know.
Yeah.
But, so I got better over time, and like anything else, you learn what you're doing, and you get better at it. But
you do.
It was one of those things that it was a quickie.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. It was a quickie.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add to that?
I think we covered it.
Okay.
I think we covered it.
Well, yeah, that was my first time, brother.
Yeah.
And y'all can leave in the comments and everything your first time, and we would like to read those comments. And if this is our show, we would like for you to like it, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell button so you know when the next episode is coming. And I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you are just kicking it with Kel and Jake. Holla back at y'all.